Hey you guys, I'm back with another video today. Today is February the 24th? No, February 23rd actually. Because DJ is 4 weeks old today. And he's asleep. Hopefully he stays asleep during this video. Because I don't want him to start crying and screaming. But I'm just gonna do a little update on the brew that I took to have him, because I never made another video, and telling you guys how that went and just like how I've been doing and how he's been doing on his 4 weeks on the brew. I took the brew on January 25th. It was almond butter, castor oil, apricot juice, and some tea, some specific tea. But I drank that, put that on some ice, and then I honestly didn't think it was gonna work, because for some people it works and some people it doesn't. But I would say like 6 to 8 hours later, I started having contractions. And those contractions, they weren't bad, but they were bearable, but they were just something different for me. So I was like, can we go to the hospital, see what they're saying? I have to have dilated because this pain is crazy. So we went to the hospital probably around maybe 1 or 2 that next day. It'll be the 26th. We went to the hospital, 1 o'clock in the morning. And before they take you to labor and delivery, they take you to this room. Well, they check you first before they admit you. So they checked me, and they told me I was only 2 centimeters dilated. And the doctor appointment I had previously, I was 1.5 centimeters. So when they told me I was only 2, I was like, excuse me, just 2 centimeters dilated, and I'm feeling all this pain, and I'm only 2 centimeters. So I was having a real big fit about that, because I've heard a lot of times they send people home if you're not dilated at least like to a 3 or 4. So I was heated because I did not want to go home. So the doctor told me either I can get a shot in my butt to ease the pain and like kind of subdue the contractions, or I can walk around the hospital for 2 hours. And I'm like, okay, I'm not about to walk around this hospital for 2 hours. And I have no pain medicine at all. So I'm like, okay, I'll just get this shot and go back home. Maybe it's gonna help me sleep too, so I can sleep and, you know, try to get some rest before the real contractions start. So I told the doctor. They were real adamant about me staying and walking, but I was like, no, I'm gonna get this shot and go home. So I got the shot. I know I was asleep in the car, and then when I got home, I was probably asleep for like 30 minutes, and then the contractions came right back, like 10 times harder, 10 times worse, and it was just, all the pain was just really in my lower back. So I had my boyfriend and my mom, they were like just rubbing on my lower back. Like I was demanding. I'm like, okay, why is nobody on my back? My back hurts so bad. I need somebody to be pressed down real hard. So they were in for a ride too. And then I took a hot bath just to like soothe myself, you know, relax my muscles. But I mean, that helped a little bit, but just knowing I'm having contractions, that's what really hurt. Back to the hospital. This is probably around like 10 something, 10 in the morning on the 26th. And they checked me again, did the same procedure again, and this time, like, on the ride to the hospital, was so funny. I'm in the backseat, couldn't buckle my seatbelt. My boyfriend's in the backseat, my mom's driving. He is the whole time, it's probably like a 30-45 minute drive, pressing on my back, on my lower back, like doing like a massage motion. I'm like, do not stop. Every time he stopped, I was like, why are you stopping? Let's go, pick it back up. I was so demanding. But we get back to the hospital. They check me again, same procedure. And she's like, oh my goodness. She asked me at first, she said, how many centimeters do you think you are? I said, probably like 3 or 4. I was thinking 3 or 4. And she's like, no honey, you're 8. I said, huh? What? How many centimeters? She's like, yeah, girl, you're 8. Did you want an epidural? I was like, yes. Can we speed this up so I can't have an epidural? Because if you wait too long, you're not gonna get an epidural. So she's doing everything as fast as she can, trying to get me into labor and delivery. So we get to labor and delivery, and the nurses that are taking over, she texts me and she's like, no honey, you're only 6.5. And I'm like, okay, that sounds a little bit better. So I can have time to get the epidural, let it set in, and be okay. Excuse me. So then, get my epidural. I'm still having contractions, they still hurt. And I'm not screaming or anything because I'm like, I'm not about to look like a fool in this hospital. So I'm like, you know, breathing, ooh, you know, doing all that, whatever. And then I get my epidural, and then the thing was, I was having a contraction while I was getting epidural. So I had to be real still, and I had to like really do some mind tricks, mind techniques, because if I was to move, I could get paralyzed. It's a lot of things can happen. So yeah, I got my epidural and I went right to sleep. That thing, oof. Thank God for epidurals. I know everybody says this, but thank God for epidurals, because Lord, you should see my face before we had epidural and after. Like, I was like a whole different person. But anyway, I went to sleep, had a little nap. And the epidural, like, you can't feel, the pain goes away, but like the pressure, like, you know when you're having a contraction because you can feel the pressure. It doesn't hurt, but you can still feel something. So, yeah, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the epidural. Okay, I went to sleep, woke back up, and I'm like, okay, nothing's happening. She texted me, she told me I was like I think I was like a 8.5 or something like that, the second time she took me. So she left, did her thing. She's like, I'll come back in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So probably like an hour, 15 minutes later, I'm like, I feel like he's coming out. Like, the pressure is really strong. So I'm like, I need to call her because I think he's about to come out. Like, I can feel it on my butt. I need to poop. He's about to shoot out this thing. So she comes back and she checks me. She's like, you think you ready to push? And I was like, I don't know. Then she checks. And then she's like, yeah, he's right there. His head is right there. So she was like, oh, I can see his hair. Do you wanna touch it? I'm like, oh, did I touch it? No, at the beginning I didn't touch it. But she asked me twice, the second time I did. I'm like, can we just go? Because it was a contraction. And I feel like I need to poop. So she started getting everything ready, put my legs up. It's probably like 6:45 at this time, 6:50 at 9 p.m. And I get my legs up, did the 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. The pushes, they weren't bad, but once his head, like, cause she was like kind of stretched my vagina, so I wouldn't tear, even though I did the first degree tear, it wasn't too bad. But once his head popped through, I could feel everything, every part of his body coming out. When he started crowning, oh my gosh, I was like, I felt it. It was like a pop. And then I was like, oh my God, it hurts so bad. No, I don't want to push no more. They were like, you have to get this baby out. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to push no more. It's just feeling bad. I don't know. But and yeah, after that, I was like, okay, let me just get this baby out. The faster I push, the faster he's out, the sooner I'm done, I can get my child. So, pushes, Spirit shut up a gun out of me. And he was here on January 26th at 7:21 p.m. weighing 8 pounds, 15 ounces. Mommy was 9 pounds. Daddy was 6 pounds. So he was like in the middle. 20.5 inches long. And just cute as can be. Head full of hair. Still has head full of hair. But I was just shocked at how much hair he had. I knew from ultrasounds they said he was gonna have a lot of hair, but I didn't think it was gonna be this much hair. But my baby got some good hair. Anyway, stayed in the hospital 2 days. No, we left Wednesday. No, not Wednesday. We had him on Saturday at 7:21. We had to stay there 48 hours because I had a temperature when I gave him. So they just wanted to make sure everything was okay. So I originally wanted to breastfeed, and the skin right here under his tongue is really short. So when he latches on, it hurts my nipples. He doesn't get a good latch. So I'm pumping now. I mean, I still breast milk and I get to see how much he drinks, but I think it's better anyway because when he latches on, I can't see if he's actually drinking, how much he's getting, you know. So I like to breast pump anyway. I like to pump, but oh, excuse me. Oh, he's been a good baby. This is my BFF, my best friend. He looked just like mommy when she was born, when she was little. Nice, thanks. He's just so handsome. I wish he was up so y'all can see his eyes, but he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up, but to have company over, so he'll be up for that. What else about you? He just sleeps during the day like any baby, up all night. Well, he's not up all night. He'll get up to eat, get his diaper changed, maybe stay up for like an hour, and then go right back to sleep. But he's really good. I have my doctor's appointment on the 11th of March. He has his on the 4th of March, where he gets his shot. And everybody just loves him. And the other day, this little boy rolled over. Like, no, all jokes aside. He was doing tummy time, and he actually had just like his hands propped up like this, and he was laying and trying to look up. He lifts his head when he's on my chest, and we're doing tummy time. And then he just started like scooting to the side, and then just flipped over. Who? People say, I'm pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm getting ready for another child. No, we're not having no more kids. Not coming out of here. I don't know if you just advanced. You just, I don't know what it is. But I ain't pregnant. I ain't having no kids. But yeah, just love my little boy. And he uses pacifiers. Just like if he's going to bed, or he's just fussy for no reason. Like that. I just rocked him. Go right back to sleep. Yeah. He already had his bath. He had a bath already. Notification. He had a bath already. He just had his third bath, and he's getting used to him. At first, he did not like him at all, but now he likes him. But I think that's all. A little update. Yeah, talked about labor and delivery, the drink, DJ. Oh, I've been okay too. My boobs have been hurting. I had a first degree tear. Got that stitched up. Not as sore, but you know, still a little sore, but it's doable. But yeah, so we're good. I'm doing fine. Haven't had any, you know, like breakdowns. I've had like, I'm about to break down, but then I get my composure back. Cause I'm usually a strong person. I usually don't cry. So, you know, I gotta talk to myself and like, hey, get this together. There's no reason to cry. Talk myself through that shit. But, oh, and no sleep. What is sleep? Get your sleep before you have a baby. Cause, that's all I gotta say. With that being said, we're gonna go watch Daddy play Madden and hopefully get a nap before these guests come today. My aunt and uncle and cousins. All right.